Hey guys, welcome back to Moonmen TCG. Today we're going to talk about our second Moonmen tournament that we just held. We're going to talk about amount of players, what decks they use, what tops, and all that good stuff. So let's dive right in. Here's a visual representation of all the lists that were played in the tournament. In our tournament, we had 10 players, and the majority of them played Kid. As you can see, we had 5 Kid players. After that, we had Kaido. We had 3 Kaido players, and then we had 1 Law player and 1 Zoro player. Before talking about the topping deck list, I want to take a moment to discuss the tournament rules and proceedings. The tournament was Swiss and best of 3. This means if you wanted to win the match, you needed to win at least 2 out of 3 of your games. Then you would receive 1 point in the tournament as it kept going, and if it was a tie, you would get half a point. All the points were added together at the end, and the winner would be the one who had the most points. There were 10 participants in this tournament, so that means there were 4 rounds in this tournament, and even if you lost 1 or 2, you can continue playing until the end of the tournament. Each player had a $5 entry to this tournament, and the cash prizing was distributed to the top 4 players in order of proceeding from top to the highest and 4th place the lowest amount. Knowing all of that, let's jump right into the top 4 topping lists of this tournament. So, our first topping deck list, and first place deck list, is a Kaido deck list piloted by Liam, or Max Fay, captain of the Moonmen and founder of this channel. So, I'm not going to go too far in depth into it because I know he is going to release a video of his deck list and all of that. I know he drew inspiration from a Japanese deck list, but again, his video should be coming out soon, so please be on the lookout for that. Our second place list was piloted by Simpier95. This is a kid list, and a lot of interesting things, just to really quickly talk about, is the inclusion of 2 of this Yamato. Yamato, if you don't know what it does, is a double attack and banish, so if it hits, your opponent takes 2 of their life and immediately puts into the drop zone. We saw a lot more play of it in the early stages of the meta, and it's kind of fallen off. It's very interesting to see it come back. Another interesting thing to see about this list is I'm going to become the king of the pirates, this green event card, and what that does is you pay 2 and your leader gains plus 1000 for every character on field. I previously have not seen this card being used, and it's really interesting to see how this card was implemented during the tournament. The third place list was another kid deck that was piloted by Vasco. Some interesting things I wanted to know about this deck list is that it ran 1 of Demon Face. Demon Face is a 6 cost event card, and what it says is for 6, you can choose 2 of your opponent's rested characters that cost 5 or less and KO them. I thought it's very interesting to include, especially because you can discard it using leader effect if the worst case scenario. Another interesting thing about his list is that he ran 12 2k counters in the form of Beppo, Izo, and Scratchman Apu. And he managed to run 3 of the 8-drop kid and 2 of the 7-drop kid. And a really interesting thing that I saw while watching him play is that he ran 4 of this X-Drake. If you don't know what this X-Drake does, is when it is rested, it gives all your leaders and other Supernova characters plus 1000. Bringing those numbers to a higher number and have a higher chance to hit, that card puts a lot of pressure, and I thought it was very interesting to watch during the tournament. 4th place deck list was ran and piloted by Skirian. If you don't remember, Skirian was our first place winner in our last Moonmen tournament, so it's nice to see him show up and manage to get another top cut in this event. So he was our only Law player, and if you don't know what Law does, Law is a leader that is dual color. It's red and green. That means you can run both of those colors in this deck, but you have 4 life. Law the leader says you can pay 2 Dawn. If you control 5 characters, return 1 of your characters to the owner's hand, then play a 1 cost 5 or lower character of a different color as the returned character from your hand. So he's able to swap back and forth if you have a full board and generate value that way. You make a tremendous pressure in aggro with Zoro that has Rush. You can use Law to bounce your cards back, play them back again, and get value that way. And you want to run as many 1-drops as you can. One thing that I found very interesting with Skirian's list is that he ran You Can Be My Samurai. If you don't know what that card does, it is a main Wano event card, and what that does is you can rest 2 of your characters to draw 2 cards. Now this card can be incredibly valuable if you have a full board state. You can play Be My Samurai, draw 2, activate Law's effect, and then play down this Law. And what that does, you can return another character to your hand to play another cost 3 from your hand, and you just keep bouncing and generate value that way. It was a very interesting deck to see, and I personally, Law is one of my favorite decks, so I'm glad it did as well as it did. Those are our winning deck profiles for the Moonmen second tournament. It was really fun to commentate for the tournament, and I really want to give a shout out to all the players because they made it a really fun experience, and I learned a lot. It was really fun to watch all these games, and I really couldn't ask for a better team and better participants for it. So, big shout out to them. You guys make it possible, and it's just always a blast. Now, if you want to participate in our next Moonmen tournament, I'm going to leave a description of the Discord server in the video, so it should be down below. And you can find more details in upcoming tournaments under tournament details in our Discord server. Also, I'm going to leave the top 4 deck lists under the description so you can get a little closer look at to see what was ran, if maybe you can get an idea what you want to do. So, knowing all that, thank you guys for watching, and you have a good day.
Today's video was sponsored by Top Deck TCG. This is an awesome website where not only can you buy singles for some of your favorite trading card games, but it acts as a hub for various content creators so you can stay up to date in those games. This is their homepage. As you can see, they currently carry Flesh and Blood, Digimon, Transformers, and Star Wars Destiny. They are going to be carrying One Piece in the winter when its official American release comes out. If you go over to game videos and podcasts, you can see some of your favorite content creators, including your favorite One Piece content creators, for all of these various games so that you can stay up to date on what is good right now. It's all very easy to use, and the guy is great. And if you use your promo code TheMoonmen, not case sensitive at all, you'll get 10% off any order you place. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. I certainly hope you did. You can find links to my Twitch and my Patreon in the description, as well as the promo code and the links to Top Deck TCG. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.